Hello, Gemini. Welcome to my channel, Honeybee U Tarot. You are the most important part of this channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Melissa, and today we are doing a reading focusing on any changes or challenges that you are moving through, whether they are positive or they feel less so. I am looking at how to help you buttress, support yourself through this time, and we're looking at internal strength, external support, self-care, and spirituality. So let's see. We are using Tarot of the Mystical Moments. It's a brand new deck for me. I'm just in love with the images and the cards. So if you like to, I'm not going to take that because I'm still talking. If you like to draw cards, I highly recommend this deck. Okay, let's look at, let me just make sure it is. Okay. What is the underlying situation or overarching theme, however you want to call it, at the center of this change or challenge for you, dear Gemini? So, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you are in any way, shape, or form intuitively guided or led here by the title. Okay. All right, what is underlying issue? Gemini's change and or challenge. Okay. Well, they're not going to let me get away with just one easy card, are they? All right. Okay, so we've got the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Three of Swords, Six of Swords, that's an interesting image, and Nine of Swords. Oh my, we have a lot of mental energy. I'm not surprised, Gemini. I guess I shouldn't be, is what I should say. All right, let me turn this so that you can see. I am looking at. Did I show you the Nine of Swords? My sense is that you may be moving into a new beginning after a period of heartbreak, after some truth potentially being revealed. And at the same time, as you're moving through to a better, more grounded mental space, you may also be feeling some anxiety, worry, fear, not quite sure. You're not quite anchored yet. You're not quite grounded, but you are sort of moving through to become maybe more grounded. Still feeling the sense of some of the heaviness of whatever it is that pierced through the heart. Okay, so that seems to be what you're change and or challenge is right now. You know, for me, Nine of Swords is this mental energy, but I think that we have the power and the potential to decide how we're going to use that Nine of Swords energy. Are we going to use it to stay in fear and all of the what ifs and all of the, you know, worst things that could happen, or are we going to use it to stay in faith and to believe that that things that we may not understand or that we go through, you know, have some sort of a purpose, maybe that we don't necessarily understand. And then the Fool energy, it's like, here's this person, this little person being enticed by the flower, and it's at the tip of the tail, right, of this alligator here lurking beneath. But there's also this little bird. I should have read this book, you know, the guidebook that they give you, to get a little bit more clarity. But I feel like, you know, yes, there's at some point she's going to have to take a leap of faith, and maybe there is something scary lurking beneath. Maybe there is something challenging to what you're going through, but it's almost like she's got the little bird, right? The faith, the wings of the bird that can help her if she loses her footing. Okay. So, internal strength. Internal strength for Gemini. Internal strength for Gemini. You know, it was a yellow flower, and yellow is, you know, solar plexus. It's confidence. It's willpower. It's calm. It's moving in the direction that feels right. It's inspired action. It's facing the fear and doing it anyway, right? Okay, so internal strength, please, for Gemini. Whoa. Your cards have like it's almost like there's nothing and then it's quick, right? Sorry if that was jarring. And there's I'm gonna say this. It's not like an easy, nice one or two cards comes out. It's like a stack, you know? So it feels, what do I want to say? It feels like maybe you go along, there's nothing, and then suddenly there's, you know, something. Okay. So inner strength, we have the Lovers. We have Death. Okay. We have 10 of Wands. Now, I need to look at this storyline here for a second. And the Moon. With the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, you know, in terms of internal strength here, I think it's important that you realize that you've been through a lot already. You have the scars and the stitches to show it. I mean, every rose has its thorn. And it looks like you've been lashed by them in some way, shape, or form. It's funny, she just doesn't look super distressed though, does she? Okay. And the star underneath that, so healing. All right, so we have the Lovers. The Lovers is really about making a choice, the choice that is right for you, a choice that transforms. And it looks to me like this is about, potentially this is about love. This is about heartbreak. And it has the power to transform, I think, if you choose it to do the transforming. If you choose to allow something to come to its natural conclusion and to transform into something else, or will you continue to pick, you know, sometimes it's like, I mean, love, you know, it's like this beautiful thing, but not when it's, I mean, she's bent over not to pick up that tulip. She doesn't need to bend over to pick up that tulip. If she stood up, it'd be like right here, like bing, nice and easy. Why is she bending over? Because look at all of this, you know? Now, at the same time, it could be that through her battle scars, through the life lessons, she's reaching a point of achievement, healing. I just kind of think in terms of internal strength that you have to understand this is about you going within, about understanding that you have choices. And maybe allow those choices, maybe even consider, you know, do you need to work around like the mother wound? I don't know why that is popping up into my head necessarily, except for this is the moon card. Although, you know, something could be coming up for you around this time of the new moon or the full moon here. Excuse me, in July. But we're really looking at your internal strength, and I think this is really about you choosing to go within and to really shine light in the areas that need to be, you know, illuminated and kind of pulled out, and see, you know, what is it? What is what is needing to come out and be exposed or revealed or illuminated or acknowledged. Okay. This down a little bit. So here's the underline. You can see all those. You won't be able to. Okay. External support. Okay, well, we got the Fool energy and the Magician again. I mean, the Fool again, and then the Magician. External support. Again, this is and an Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So you'd have this opportunity, right, for a new beginning, maybe to grow something brand new in your material world. And I just get the sense that you are going to have to believe in your power, your own power, your mental power, to make this thing happen, whatever it is. It's like, you've always had the power, my dear, sort of energy. It's about believing in yourself, that you, not only you hold the magic, but you are the magic. And that you have everything you need. You take that leap of faith to create something brand new in the material world, that you can and you will. I don't know why. So go back and watch The Wizard of Oz. Self-care. What self-care can help Gemini move through this time? Yeah. All right. We have the Eight of Wands. Look at that little angel, all squished up in a little cage. The cage is open. It can fly. Why isn't it moving? What are the beliefs? Oh my God, look at. So in this deck, the court cards have both a masculine and a feminine, so it's a little bit bigger. So here we have the King of Swords energy looking like Glinda the Good Witch. I'm telling you, I don't know why I said, go back and watch. Well, I know why, because you've always had it, my dear. Go back and watch The Wizard of Oz. Go back and watch The Wizard of Oz. Rent it. Right? Okay. I feel like there's a message in there for you. So there's this sort of limiting belief system, this sense like I can't fly free, I can't break free. And self-care, interesting, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands for me is about an internal conflict. Five of Wands is about changes and challenges. All the fives are. Fives represent change and challenge. So challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to maybe make moves in this chess game of life that you've never played before, that you've never made before. If you've always done the same thing over and over again, nothing will change. Why haven't you done anything different? Maybe because you don't believe that you can, that you should, that it's okay, that you have the power, but you do. I'm getting that message multiple times here. Self-care is about showing up for yourself at any given time as you need to, as is important for you. Sometimes we're in a season of action, sometimes we're in a season of rest, sometimes we need to be with others, sometimes we need to be in solitude, sometimes we need to do what we've been doing because, you know, we're working and it's working for us, and other times we need to try something new and different. It's really, self-care is about really going within, tuning in. What do I really need right now? If there's an internal conflict, there's probably some old limiting belief running in the background like a little virus that's not letting you update the hardware, the software, I don't know anything about that, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Taking challenges, pushing yourself. Okay, spirituality. Spirituality. Oh, jeez. Okay, spirituality. All right, we got it. Oh, well, that was interesting. Okay, must have done a 360. Spirituality for Gemini. What spiritual practice can they draw from to help support them through this challenging time? Spirituality for Gemini. Please. Oh man. Okay. Let me get off this easy. Okay, Knight of Cups. Okay. So we have, again, we have Nine of Wands. King of Swords, again. Six of Cups. And 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, look, spirituality is a practice. It's an active practice in what you believe in terms of growing yourself as a spiritual soul, spiritual being, something that is connected to the one, the all, okay? So to me, it looks like this is about you being able to take the lessons, the scars, the experience and wisdom, the higher, wiser perspective of what you have been going through, and from this higher, wiser perspective based in experience, not in what you've been taught, but in what you have experienced. Allow that as you reflect on the things that you want. Again, a little hummingbird out there having the best time came in Taurus's reading as well. If you reflect on what you wanted as a child, what you needed as a child, and what you still have the right to ask for in terms of, see it if I turn. So cute, flitting around. You have the right to ask for those things, but are you asking for those things from a place of nostalgia or what other people taught you, or are you asking, manifesting, desiring those things from a place of experience or a place of understanding of, you know, who you are, and healing that inner child that maybe doesn't believe that they can have all that they want. You know, what is your legacy? What is your legacy being informed by someone else's? Yes, and okay, so what do you want to create? What do you want to create? What needs to be outgrown, said goodbye to, acknowledged? What do you want to pass on and then let go of for the next generation, whatever that looks like for you? If you have your own children, or you're, you know, part of a community, or, you know, just what's going to be left on your own epitaph or your, how do you want to be remembered? Okay. Okay, let's get one final oracle message. What sings to your heart? I feel like it's something is available to you if you will allow it. Okay. So we have between worlds, in the upright position, and in the protection position, we have to the sea. Just 7. Okay. We have it like this, to the sea. Interesting, because I think you had, didn't you have, maybe I'm thinking of some, no, you had 6 of Swords. It kind of reminds me of that in some ways. Between worlds. Okay, let's see here. Maybe you want to travel? Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness and no man's land. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There's great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness. Greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. Somewhere over the rainbow. Write that down. All right. And 7 to the sea. In the protection position. When external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there is no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in due course. There is no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow, even when the tide is going out. Relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. An ancient mariner's saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Gemini. Okay, that is what I have for you, Gemini. There's this thing here. You're not yet grounded, but you're moving, right? You're moving into a new space. Will you choose faith or will you choose fear? Go watch The Wizard of Oz. Okay. Honeybee, you matter. Your life matters. Your journey matters. Your challenges matter. Your healing matters. We love you and be well. Bye-bye.